Hello YouTube, welcome to my channel. This is my first video. Unfortunately, the world is facing an epidemic virus, COVID-19. Right now, there are more than 1 million people infected by the virus in the world, and the numbers are growing like a snowball. It is in our hands to stop or at least slow down the spread of virus globally. When you go out, wear a mask, wear gloves, keep at least 2-meter distance from other people, cover your mouth when sneezing or coughing. Unless it's a matter of time, try not to get out of your house. Do not meet your friends or relatives so you can meet them as much as you want sooner. So, think about it. If every single person in the world stays at their home and keep their social isolation, there won't be any new cases and the virus will fade in less than 1 month. So, stay home, stay safe. While you're staying at your home, we will be cooking together. I will help you spend your extra time in your kitchen. We will bake our own bread. We will be cooking quarantine meals using long-lasting ingredients. We will be making recipes packed with vitamins, minerals, antioxidants, antibiotics to boost your immune system. And most importantly, we will enjoy our time at the kitchen cooking for ourselves and beloved ones. Next, I will tell you every ingredient and their benefit. So let's go to kitchen.
The ingredients are scallions, cabbage, coconut as coconut milk and coconut oil. We're gonna need shallots, garlic, Brussels sprouts, cilantro, sriracha chili sauce, chestnut mushrooms, but it could be any type of mushrooms. Chili peppers, make sure they're spicy. Kale, Swiss chard, ginger, and the whole chicken. Let's f***ing start!
Get ready.
We simply divide the chicken into 6 parts: wings, thighs, breast, and back. Try to fill the joint with your fingertips and briefly cut around it. After dividing a couple of chickens, it becomes pretty easier. About 90% of the back part contains skin and bones. Crack the spine and ribs to enhance the flavor of the broth, which is going to be the base of our soup. After dividing the chicken into 6 pieces, grab a large and deep pot. Cut the shallots into half and place it in the pot. Add the chicken in. A handful of garlic cloves. Smash some and add as well to enhance the aroma. A couple of bay leaves can also do an amazing job in our broth. Add the coconut oil to the pot. Add water to top up the chicken and send it to stove. Bring to a boil and reduce the heat to simmer for about 20 minutes. While the chicken broth is on the stove, we start preparing our vegetables. We are going to add in the vegetables, which cook faster later on the soup, to prevent them from overcooking and perishing. Well, right after our broth is ready, we will add cabbage, chili peppers, scallions, kale, and Swiss chard, and let them simmer for a while before adding the rapid cooking ingredients like cilantro and top green parts of scallions. Cut the cabbage into bite-sized pieces and transfer it to a bowl. Cut the chili pepper into half and remove the seeds and stem part. You can simply lay down the pepper and cut the stem part, laying your knife parallel to the cutting board just like I'm doing in the video. Cut the stem and seeds will come out easily. Stack the peppers on top of each other and slice them thinly. They go into the bowl as well. The bottom part of scallions are firmer and needs more time to cook compared to the top green parts. That's why we cut our scallions into half and add the bottom part to the first bowl containing ingredients that needs longer cooking time. Cut around the stems of the kale to make two different textures. The stem part is going to be firmer and chewier, while the leaf part is going to be more soft and, let's say, silky. We follow the same procedure for the Swiss chard as well. After the broth is ready, this bowl will be added first. Slice the mushrooms thinly and transfer them to another bowl. This bowl will contain faster cooking ingredients. We will add it later than the first bowl to prevent scallions from perishing and to have, let's say, more chewy mushrooms. Chop the green part of scallions, add it to the second bowl. Scallions, shallots, and garlic are natural antioxidant and antibiotic that have been used as medicine for centuries. They are antifungal, antiviral, and antibacterial, so especially in these days, I suggest you to put them on your menu for sure. Peel and slice the ginger and add it to the chicken broth after it starts boiling. We also lower the heat to let the broth simmer. Smash some garlics, but try to be more gentle than I am. Shallots are going to be sliced thinly and added to the chicken broth. We will add up more garlics and shallots to increase the aroma, as well as increasing the amount of antibiotics and antioxidants in the soup. So next, cut the Brussels sprouts into halves to prevent them falling apart or getting overcooked. It makes them perfectly bite-sized and looks good in the soup. Well, our soup base is almost ready, so let's chop the cilantros, but do not rush. They will be added at the end since they cook almost instantly. After half an hour, our chicken broth is ready to be drained. When the bone's starting to get exposed and the skin starts tearing, it means our chicken is cooked all the way and ready to go. Drain the broth and transfer it back to a pot. Toss in the first bowl containing vegetables that require more time compared to the others. So that goes back to stove to simmer about 5 to 10 minutes. While it's simmering, clean up the chicken, removing skin and bones. If the chicken is cooked enough, it should be easily removed from the bones and skin. After it's all cleaned up, gently smash the chicken. That will create a nice and stringy texture inside the soup. Transfer the chicken into a bowl and mix it well with sriracha, coconut milk, and cilantro. You can always add up more chili sauce to increase the heat or add up more coconut milk to make the soup more creamy and sweet. After about 15 minutes, add up the second bowl, let simmer for another, let's say 10 to 15 minutes. After the mushrooms are cooked and the kale started to darken, add in 100 milliliters of soy sauce and add the Brussels sprouts and let them simmer for 5 to 10 minutes again. When the cabbage starts becoming transparent and the kale turns darker, that means we're ready to add the chicken mix that we made earlier. Leave the soup for a final simmer for 5 to 10 minutes to let the flavors mix and infuse together. Bring the water to a boil and pour it over rice vermicelli and let it sit there for about 5 minutes. You can use any type of noodles inside the soup. I personally use rice noodle because I like their clear glassy look and elastic texture. To finish the soup, put some noodles into a bowl and simply pour it over and mix it. That's all for today's video. Thanks everyone for watching my video. If you have any questions, please let me know in the comments section. Stay home, stay safe. Hope to see you in better days soon. Once again, many grateful thanks to all nurses, doctors, and healthcare personnel for saving lives, and also many applauses to the other silent heroes that keep farming, baking, cleaning, and keeping people safe and fed all around the world.